Hello again. So, I started thinking too. I was a stutterer since I was a kid, as long as I can remember. I was a stutterer, and I used to make faces, right? I've talked about it throughout. So, but what happens when you're on the phone? So, when I would call immigration, I'd be waiting for hours. Sometimes, it's busy there. It's busy everywhere you go. I mean, anything you do. So, I get this worker, she pops on, and I can't get a word out. I'm stuttering. I literally cannot. And I'm like, I'm stuttering, but I can't get the words out. And she says to me, she says, if you keep talking to me like that, I'm going to hang up on you. She told me 3 times. She even accused me of on the 3rd time of cussing at her. And hung up on me. But you know what's really strange? I called back and I got an operator like that. And she was caught. She's red-handed. Because she opens the file, they're caught. In Maine, they would ask me to come up. Like if I went to a restaurant and they would tell me, hey, can you come to the window? I've had that happen to me here in the U.S. too. But I've been on the phone with different organizations and I've been treated like that because I couldn't get it out. I haven't had it like that lately because I'm not starting like that, as you notice. I'm hardly even doing it now. But there are people who have had strokes or have surgery who can't get it out, and they're trying, but they're the only person there that can help themselves because they don't have help. So before you hang up on them, please consider there may be a problem on the other end. Think before you do. And don't make accusations, because that's not nice. I know what it's like to be cussed out by people, and I've sat there and listened to them. I put the phone down, actually, and then when they're not talking anymore, I will pick it back up. And then I tell them exactly what they're looking for. It's just I just know, like, certain ways how they do things. I just put the phone down, wait till they're done, and then I relate to them and I understand, because during the epidemic was a nightmare for people with cellular phones, and so I understood. So I let them express themselves all they wanted to, and I don't blame them. And then we moved on from it. You know what I mean? Like, put yourself in their shoes once in a while. Their frustrations, and things like that, and be compassionate. It only takes a second. I had this bill collector once. I had left in the middle of a lease. And I already told him I was going to anyway because my housing kicked in. And I told him that I would make payments. And the payments weren't big enough for this guy. So I told him I would pay him $500 and then I'll pay him another $500 in 2 weeks. And I paid him the $500 and then he started threatening me. I'm going to put you on, I'm going to put this on your credit report. And he would call me every day cussing at me. I mean, literally, he was brutal. There was nothing nice about him. And I didn't know that you can actually prosecute those kind of people at the time. So when he would call, I told my daughter when he calls to say, hold on, I'll go get her. I put the phone down. 45 minutes later, he hangs up the phone. Called back again. She said, let me go get her. 30 minutes on the second time. And he did. He put it right on my credit report. It was showing immediately. I mean, he put it on there. He wasn't kidding. But how do you pull something like that when you know she just said, I'm going to pay you? He put me in the category of everyone else. He didn't think it was going to happen. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So he called back again. 15 minutes. He hung up. And then the last time, he was going to call me and he didn't. And when he called me, when I called him to make the payment, I asked him, why didn't you call me on that last call? Why did you not call me? What happened? He was dead silent on the phone. Made my payment, and I told him, you have a blessed day and you take care of yourself. But he was speechless. He didn't know what to say to me. How did she know? Well, anyone can feel that anger, you know. But that's not how you get things. If you can work with them and help them out, so you know, it is what it is, right? Um, but I just want you guys, you know, I mean, I've been in calls. They're not talking at me. They're not attacking me. They're attacking the situation. They're frustrated, and that's what you got to look at. You got to look at, okay, what's really going on here? You know, if you're listening, you'll know what's going on with them. All right, peace. Y'all take care, and remember, he loves you unconditionally.